I'm not sitting down. I'm not sitting to talk. I told you to leave. Evacuate yourself from my premises now. The fact that you actually asked that question or thought about doing it or whatever, like, you're just...
So you asked your man if you could kiss another guy in front of him, and then probably didn't get a response, really, and then she just did it. And
no, she said he was totally fine. He said, yeah.
So then what's he upset about then?
It's a setup.
Yo, it's Poppy, y'all. I'm Ace.
Hi, and I'm Star. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
I bet. Let's get into it. Alright, so in this one we got another one from Poor Man Podcast. When men refuse to simp, number 20. So let's see what they're talking about.
I'm not one of these Instagram girls that just rap because I got a lot of followers. What? Babe, let's me with a watch. Sagami baby dancing, I can better see the clock. Tick tock, whoa. That mean a girl real icy. That mean I don't got times for girls that don't like me. I be minding my own biz, but they check up on me like a parent does their kid. How does that really feel? You don't know me.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
They're not liking it. No.
Well, let me share
no.
My skin is real light, but I like my method dark. Let me get something with Henny if I'm chilling at the bar. How the fish is in the water, and I'm feeling like a shark. Like my weather from the west and my from the east.
Mission failed.
I'm moving like a beat.
I just thought the raps was basic. Ooh. And I think you need to honestly be sharp on your diction, your clarity, and your content. If you're gonna impress me, I don't think that a man should be able to force a woman to have them, but he should be able to walk away, cause she can walk away, cause a woman can give a baby or
he thinks what? I didn't hear the beginning.
He said that he doesn't, because they leaked it out, but he said that he thinks that a man shouldn't be able to force a woman to terminate a pregnancy, but he should be able to walk away, since she has the option to go through with it or not. Right? And I always said the same thing, because to me it's entirely unfair. It's like a woman gets to make two choices during this scenario. A man only gets to make one.
Yep.
Y'all both did the fuck up to have, when y'all was doing it, to somehow create the child, right? Somebody was supposed to wear a condom, didn't do it. Somebody forgot to take their birth control. Whatever. That happened. That's both of y'all's choice. Y'all got one choice. Now you pregnant. What happens now? The man is now stuck. Whatever choice you make, he has to go along with it. If you have baby fever, some shit that don't exist for niggas, he has to now pay for a child for 18 years.
That's not fair.
If he is desperate for lineage, and you're like, nah, I don't want to mess up my body, baby's gone. He has nothing.
Yep.
Right? So men only have one choice. So as far as I'm concerned, we should get a second choice. It's like, no, if you don't want the baby, boogie out. Because what I was saying before is that I was gonna basically say the same thing, is that if a woman decides to have a baby against a man's wishes, he should be relieved of child support obligations.
Absolutely.
Like, you did this to yourself.
Absolutely.
Don't do it to me too.
Because bringing a life for 18 years or plus, because let's be for real, some of these young adults now are still living at home because of how expensive it is.
Right. Babies are expensive.
It's an agreement. Right. It has to be an agreement, and especially
to raise the kid.
If you're sleeping with each other and you don't see him or that person fit to be a mother or a father, why are you having this kid with them anyways?
Right.
You don't know if they have father qualities or if you have mother qualities.
Now, although they're trying to take out Roe v. Wade, we still got it for the time being. So it's just like there's a whole system set up to prevent unwanted children, or not really unwanted, but children that would be poorly cared for, because it's in society's best interest to not have kids that have only one parent or no parents and gotta be on the system that
the government has to take care of.
And everybody knows that foster care is like the hellish nightmare that no child wants to go into. So Absolutely it's just like Russian roulette. Who knows what you might get? Like you're
putting
like what?
You're not putting the child's best interest.
You're not putting the child in the best opportunity to succeed and
in life
and be a productive member of society.
Yeah.
Because I can't tell you probably how many kids that would have became lawyers and doctors but became criminals because they was in and out of foster care and halfway house or whatever instead of being with two parents. And that could be a function of something that they have nothing to do with. It was circumstances that happened before they were born. Right? Mother leaves the father, then mother abandons the kid, or mother dies, or father dies, father's in jail. All that stuff has nothing to do with them.
Right.
So it's just like
those are circumstances out of their control.
Right. It's just like people need to make better choices, but at the end of the day, it's like it's absolutely irrational for you to decide to have a kid that you know a guy doesn't want, and then call him a deadbeat for not wanting it. Like, there's no law that says you have to want children that you created.
Right.
That's a woman thing, right? Y'all are like biologically hardwired to like love the children that you created. Like, when you don't, it's called postpartum and it's an issue. Like, men, they bond with their children, but not initially. It takes yeah, but men are not like different. They don't bond instantly with like infants. No. Like, it takes a while.
But there are some cases where they do bond from the moment that the woman is actually pregnant. So it differs, but it's definitely different for men.
We're talking about most of the time. Yeah. Most of the time, the dudes are not instantly bonded to this goddamn infant. Like, right. That's not really how. I mean, they may feel they have to protect it or whatever, but it's not the same. They don't love it like how the mother loves it until the child maybe
gets already here.
Yeah, sometimes when they get a little older, or even when the kid starts to look like them or act like them, that type of stuff. Like, men and women are the same, but
just different.
These choices need to be given to everybody.
Adoption. And guess what happens when she give a baby up for adoption? They don't ask her for child support.
Nope.
I don't know why people don't bring this up and say that's dumb. A woman can literally leave a kid off in the wilderness, and no one calls her a deadbeat mom. You've never heard a woman who gave her baby up called a deadbeat mom.
Right.
As a matter of fact, they act like it's just some hero. I know it was difficult for you to do.
Right, but you had to give it up, and it's like, why? Because you couldn't take care of it. Yet the dude who you're trying to rake every last penny of child support out of his paycheck, that so much so you got to take him to court, or garnish his wages because he doesn't have the money for this, and you're just like, yeah, that makes sense. I couldn't afford it, but he definitely can. Okay.
That is very hypocritical. Listen, he has a very valid point.
That's crazy,
honestly,
bro. Like,
he has a valid point. Like, a woman can actually just give up her child at birth because she can't
and face no consequences,
and just she's so strong.
Yeah, actually, that's a third choice you have.
Yeah, technically you're right.
Although you need the father's consent to give it up for.
Yes and no. If the father's in the picture, yes.
Well, yeah, if your name is on the birth certificate.
Yes.
Then yeah, but I guess if there's no legal claim to him yet,
yeah,
then I guess you can try and give him up. But the father can still try and go and get him if he wanted him.
Mm-hmm. It takes a real woman to do that. They actually say this. So why don't they say it to dudes who like, I want to walk away. I don't even need to be in this kid's life. Right.
Right. Facts. Like, I ain't shit. I ain't got no money. You don't want him to be like me. Just stop. There's some people who literally say that. Like, you know what? I shouldn't have any kids. Like, they shouldn't be like me. Like, some people might say that. And if that's the case, we'll let them.
It takes a strong man to do that, sir. You knew you weren't, then you recognized it. Like, they won't give a man that. A man has to be a baller. A woman can walk the off.
No, that's true. If we want to live in a world of quote-unquote equality, if women have the right to opt out of parenthood, then men should also have the right to opt out of parenthood. No, but in all honesty, when it comes to this topic, I'm pretty traditional. I just think that there are so many ways to protect yourself, both male and female, in 2022, that if you get pregnant, it's damn near a choice.
Yep.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You done made multiple mistakes on the way to this. Stop.
Come on.
As a grown adult, you can't really be too surprised about that. So now it's your responsibility, both y'all responsibility, to make it work out for the sake of the kid.
Right.
But if we're completely honest, America isn't really a traditional country anymore. So if we're going to do this whole equality thing, let's do it the right way. If women get the right to opt out of parenthood, then so should men.
Keep me alone. Why do you keep calling me? It's honestly so creepy. I'm gonna call the cops.
What? You just walked over to him. I've never seen anyone.
I think I've seen this video before. It's funny.
Oh, I've never seen it.
I have.
I had never seen somebody. They're always so scared of you that they run up to you to tell you something.
And
it's like
she's honestly foolish.
This is fake. Leave me alone, lady.
I can understand the fear being as a woman. Like, I can understand where she was coming from, but she was a little bit strong on this. Just watch.
I can't understand where you're coming from, because if you were really afraid, you don't run. You
approach.
don't approach the thing that you're afraid of.
Right, that you're afraid of. That's a fact.
That's literally like if you were actually afraid, your body would your knees might shake. You might start to become jittery. Your body would literally put forth a physical response.
Yeah.
Telling you do not go near that thing. If you're really that's how I'd feel approaching a fucking grizzly bear.
Yeah.
Ready to shit my pants. Come on.
Because you guys aren't leaving me alone. And that's why women can conquer the world by themselves. Because guys like you don't.
What?
I beg your pardon.
Okay? So stop worrying.
You have. I don't know if you have like a.
And then the people are so dangerous that are following her. She runs up to have a whole conversation. If they were really murderers, they would have jumped out and kidnapped your goofy ass already. What the hell?
Gas, bro. You have the thing hanging out of your car.
What are you talking about?
There's literally a gas hose hanging out of your car. No one's being creeped up.
Yo, tell me with this.
Yeah. 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 Don't you look stupid. Don't you look stupid.
First of all, she pulled the pump off
Yes.
and just drove away?
Yes.
Wow. She should go to jail for that, because that is like the were you kidding? There's probably
blew up the whole
there's
gas
probably
station.
still gas in the fucking in the hose, just dribbling gasoline on the fucking street behind her, dragging the hose. These niggas try to flag her down like, yo, some shit hanging out your car, cousin.
And she went off like that. Okay.
She didn't even get a chance for them to say anything yet. She just
Right.
ran up like,
Right.
What if they just pull a thing out, boom, 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 like, bro, threw a bag over your head and took you. Like, come on, son.
No, thank you. I guess. There's the thank you. That's.
Why she stealing it?
Taking a large. Make sure you get all.
He said, make sure you get all of it.
Your life, getting out of your car to go address your murder is probably the worst decision you.
Right.
Too done right now.
Oh my god. And she took it with her. Leave that shit on the street, bro. What? What are you gonna do with it? What are you gonna do with it when you... Look, listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. What's she gonna do with it when she goes home? What's she gonna do with that? You know, hang it up like a souvenir? Like, fucking gas still in it. Oh my
I'm
god.
glad she felt so foolish.
Oh.
I'm so glad she felt foolish after she realized what they were referring to. Yeah, walk away, 'cause you look dumb.
And then this nigga said, walking up to your potential murderers is about the stupidest thing you could ever do, right?
As you stated.
Right? Exactly. What if they just kill you? What the fuck?
You could possibly make. If I wanted to murder you, you think getting out of the car and yelling at me would deter me from doing it? And that's
Yes, come closer.
Like
what?
For men, and I say irrational fear because statistically speaking, men are far more likely to be victims of every single violent crime. So although you may feel more afraid, statistically speaking, you're much more safe than I would be. But feminism will teach women to have an irrational fear for men, but they don't teach them how to responsibly solve the problem. Because if I want to murder you, giving me a speech on the patriarchy ain't gonna save you.
Right.
There you go.
There you go. Why? I'm confused as fuck.
Wait.
Why not?
What the f?
Wait, did she just kiss him against his will? Just randomly? And he's just like, why? Uh-oh. I'm telling you, girls do shit like this all the time. Like sexual advances, women are free to make any type of sexual advances on men, no matter what it is. Grab their butt, hit them, all type of shit. Nothing. Bro, it's funny. Let a man do the exact same thing, they'll call the police.
Mm-hmm.
They'll call the police. Other men in the room would beat you. Like what?
I also made out good.
She also made out too. Yeah, I make out with guys.
Wow, really?
I feel like I'm
Really?
I feel like I'm in the middle.
Wait, you really, you literally just said, you literally just said you were fine with it. And now you're putting my...
Set up. Set
No.
up. Yes, you can counter my argument.
Are you being serious?
So she had a boyfriend.
Why?
I don't know.
Though.
Get out of my... Get out of me.
Wait, why though? Can I...
Get out. Get away. Okay.
He's packing her stuff up. And now he's packing her up.
Get away. Get away from me. Stop crying.
that her boyfriend? Yo, yeah, I know, but like I don't know if this is him, them, because there could be other clips.
Yeah.
If that's her boyfriend though, that makes sense. What are you doing, bitch?
Right now. Leave.
You're no longer welcome here.
What the actual is wrong with you?
Nothing. I just want you to get out of my RV right now. You're not allowed to be in here. Wait.
What's wrong?
Get away. Don't climb.
What are they climbing out of?
No, you can never do anything. Get out. Leave. Get out. I'm just get the out. And you too. Get the I was in the middle of this. Yeah, no, get out. Get out.
Oh, you said it was fine.
Oh shit, kicking him out too.
You said it was fine. Now you're pissed.
Okay, so that's
Now
the
you're
story.
pissed. Fine.
Yeah, it's an RV.
You know, you were asking where are they climbing out from.
You said it was fine.
That's the
Now
doorway.
you're pissed. What the f is wrong with
Get
you?
out. Do not try my face.
Oh my god!
I love it. I'm sorry.
What's actually wrong with you? What the f is wrong with you? Now, sit down and talk to me. Now,
Get the away. Leave. Down.
I'm not sitting down. I'm not sitting to talk. I told you to leave. Evacuate yourself from my premises now.
Get out. Right now. Asked him if he could kiss me.
The fact that you actually asked that question
Yeah,
or
okay.
thought about doing
Got
it
you.
or whatever, like you're just
So you asked your man if you could kiss another guy in front of him, and then probably didn't get a response really, and then she just did it. And
no. She said he was totally fine. He said yeah.
So then what's he upset about then?
It's a setup.
You too. Get out. Get out, Sonic. Get the f out, Sonic. I'll grab my shit. Yeah, grab your shit and get the f out. Get the f out. All right, let me grab my shit first. Right?
Everybody get out.
Say so. Get out of my RV right now. She asked if she should kiss me, and then he said yes, and then she kissed me, and then after she kissed me, he flipped out.
What is this?
Like, he literally said, "There's not a single ounce of sipping in this man's pimping," and he handled this situation perfectly. Because if your woman has a desire for another man, as
Go
a man,
ahead,
there's
do
nothing
it.
you can really do about that. But if she decides to act on that desire, then you need to kick her to the curb because that shows you everything you need to know about her character.
That's true.
Why are you asking me? If
But
you
he shouldn't have said yes though.
No, he shouldn't have. But if that's what you want to do, I already see who you are for
Right.
what you want to do. So
Right,
therefore,
right.
go ahead. You got free will. I'm not holding you down. I'm not gonna tell you no. You can't do what you want to
Right,
do.
right.
But guess what? You have no respect for me. So
Right.
therefore, you can get the fuck out.
Right. If you actually do it, you're out of here. That's fucking crazy. Cause she's like, imagine that. He's like, can I go be with other dudes? Sure.
You absolutely you can.
Get out.
But you can get the fuck out
Right.
my way.
I see. Yeah, sure. He's like, sure. Get out.
Right.
Right.
I don't see nothing wrong with what he did. If you had that thought, that inkling in your mind alone, and you know you're in a relationship with me, and you have the audacity to ask that question,
And
and
we
then
all-
you do it anyways,
Right in front of me.
I see who you are.
Right, goodbye.
Good. Bye.
She a bop anyway. That's fine.
If she's willing to do that while you're there, imagine what she's willing to do when you're not there.
Right.
She kissed another
Jesus.
man in front of her boyfriend, and when her boyfriend confronted her about it, she immediately went into victim mode and said, "What did I do?" Get RV.
Wait, why though? Can I
Get out. Get leave.
What the f is wrong with you?
Get away. Get away from me. Stop crying. Let's get out. And then when she realized there was nothing he could do to her physically without consequence, she decided to get more aggressive. Away. Leave. No. Get out. Get out. Leave. Bro, what did that tells you everything you need to know
What's
about
she
her.
about to do?
And I'm happy he stuck to his guns and kicked both of them out because I don't care if your friend told you to do it. I don't care if I told you to do it. And I don't care if Jesus Christ told you to do it.
Right.
If a woman acts on her desires for another man, she does not respect you.
Right.
Is that
Right.
crazy?
Like
That's a fact.
you got if you go into a relationship, you have to understand each other's boundaries, what their preferences and everything else, what they like, don't like. If you're in a poly relationship and they say, okay, go for it, go right ahead, then you can do that.
Right, but
but if
that's
you
different.
if you don't have that type of relationship, why the hell were you even asking?
Right. Why were you asking? And what did you think was what the result
Was gonna
be?
happen?
Right. You just gonna do that and just disrespect me in front of this group of people? Like that's crazy. Jesus.
Easy out here, boys. Make sure you protect yourself at all times. Till next.
Oh my god. That shit crazy, bro. Yo, I mean, I don't know what he was doing agreeing in the first place, because I would have been like, no, and I would have still booted her out for asking me that. But the point is that I don't know, I wouldn't have said yes. I would have never.
I know.
I would have never waited for it to happen. I'd have been like, oh, you must got me fucked up. get the fuck out of here.
You're like, yeah, you can kiss him outside of my place.
Right. It's like, are you dead ass? Like, you can't be serious. Like, what the fuck? Because if you ask me that, then there's other shit you want to do, and you've lost your mind. Like, okay, cool, fucking out. That's cuckold behavior. Like, somebody look like you're gonna be a cuckold today. Anyway, that's it for this one. Wow, at you.